Thank you. My name's Ella Shannon and I'm from AgDraft. AgDraft is an online platform that is helping farmers find reliable skills and labour. Access to labour within the agricultural industry is the biggest pain point globally. AgDraft has the solution, and since launching our pilot 6 months ago, we've experienced 60% month-on-month growth. We're now looking to expand the platform and we're seeking investors. I don't have my buzzer, sorry. Okay, so I'm not going to tell any of you the problem with sourcing labour across the industry, only to say that 60% of farming businesses say that they're under-resourced. I know from one coming from a family farm that I often call back to the farm for help. It wasn't until I was working with Macquarie Bank's agricultural funds management Paraway that I realised the impact that this was having on farming businesses' bottom line. It was constraining productivity, reducing output, and curbing plans for expansion. Looking into the problem further, I saw that there were potential sources of skills and expertise that were finding it hard to connect with the agricultural sector. There was no way for these candidates and these workers to broadcast their skills and experience. And there was also no way for them to see who was a trusted employer across the industry. So I saw this gap in the market, and this has inspired us to create AgDraft, which is an innovative platform that is leveraging farmer referrals. So essentially what we're doing is we're taking the word of mouth hiring system and leveraging this online. A worker creates a profile, a farmer posts a job. Our algorithms then match them based on skills, availability, job preference, and location. Our point of difference is the review and recommendation system that sits beneath this. The worker is reference checked as they come online, and then with each subsequent job post, both the farmer and the worker rate each other. This allows us to extend the trusted network of hiring and also to create a liquid labour source. This streamlined and easy-to-use platform is saving farmers time and as they get a short list of reviewed and recommended candidates. So how big is the problem? If we exclude global expansion plans for a second, within Australia there are 170,000 workers who are non-farm managers. AgDraft plans to take 6% of this market, which is 11,000 jobs in 3 years, which will be a revenue stream of $1.4 million. Our competitors within the market, being an ex-analyst, I've charted them on an x-axis in terms of functionality. The biggest icon that you see up there is Gumtree, which is where the majority of Australian farmers source their skills and labour. Moving further up the x-axis, there's a cluster of companies that have searchability and review functions, and then further up, there's full recruitment. AgDraft's competitive advantage over these companies is that we're a fully scalable product, as well as being an open and transparent network that allows the farmer to be in control of the hiring process throughout the whole process. So we're fully scalable, and this also means that we can extend the trusted network and offer the service at a fraction of a cost to full recruitment. So our traction to date and our plans for expansion. We started the company 12 months ago, and 6 months ago we launched our pilot. Over these 6 months, we've had 60% month-on-month growth, and we've sourced candidates for some of the biggest hires in Australian agriculture: GrainCorp, Paraway, Lawson's, Hassard, Motolo Group, to name a few. We've also developed key partnership with supply chains, and this has put us in a great position for where we stand now, 2 weeks away from launching our fully scalable platform, and we're seeking investors. We're seeking investment of $350,000 to further fund our expansion across key geographical areas within Australia and New Zealand, and also to expand into different agricultural industries. So just quickly to touch on sustainability. AgDraft, what motivates us at AgDraft is to bring more skills and expertise into our farming industry. This will have a multiplier effect through regional and rural communities. It also gives farmers a tool to optimise their allocation of capital and drive productivity within their businesses. Okay, it's flashing at me, but just quickly meet the team. This is a team that has led the traction to date. So it's a dynamic mix of business, tech, and hustler, and we're all motivated to solve a real and current issue within the agricultural industry, and we think we have the product. Come and speak to us in the garden.
Thank you, Ella. And I believe we have a question from one of the judges for you.
Ella, great pitch. My question is in regards to the extension of your product. Do you have any plans to be able to actually track the skill development of a AgDraft participant on the way through their farming experience so that they can build an online CV and integrate into some of the technology and hardware so we can see the utilisation that they're achieving for the farmer?
Yep, absolutely. So the benefit of AgDraft is that it enables the worker to create a profile, and then with each job post, they're able to build on that profile with more and more ratings. Another interesting point that you touched on is these transformative technologies that are coming into our agricultural space. I think that we're nearing a point of inflection in terms of technology adoption on farm, and AgDraft is positioning itself to really be the trusted platform that farmers rely upon to source those new skills and labour. So there's going to be a vast change in skills that farmers require to run their business, and we're positioning ourselves to be the platform, the reviewing and recommendation platform to source those skills. So in terms of worker profiles and them creating their resume online, we want to tap into the big data that's going to be available across the industry. The data coming from tractors, so we can see who's the most efficient, use of fuel in a tractor, and all these opportunities that we see in our future. So yeah, we're really going to tap into that and align ourselves as a business with those opportunities.